We are looking at moving average crossovers, and this brings up a nice question about the golden cross. Now, what is the golden cross, and how do you trade a golden cross? I'm going to get rid of the drawings, and we'll get back to this, but the golden cross is something that we can't talk about unless we also include the death cross. Now, the golden cross and the death cross are very impressive sounding terms for moving average crossovers. Now we have moving average crossovers on different moving average types. So we've got short-term moving averages. An example of the short-term moving average would be something like the 2 and the 5. A medium-term moving average would be like this. We've got the 13 and the 50. And longer-term moving averages would be like the 50 and the 200. Now, when we're looking at the golden cross and the death cross, these are going to refer to medium and longer-term moving average crossovers. Not so much the short term. The short-term moving average crossovers are more for signals rather than trend direction. When we have a medium-term set of moving averages moving in one direction, that is the medium-term trend. When we have a longer-term set of moving averages moving in one direction, that is the longer-term trend. So we are looking to trade in that trending direction. Now, I'm going to zoom out on this a little bit. We're going to squeeze this all up, and I'm going to get rid of the candles on this one. So let's get rid of the candles, and also I'm going to get rid of the 13 for right now. So we're just going to hide that, and I will make this gray a little easier to see. All right, so we've got these two longer term moving averages. We've got the 50 and we've got the 200. And with the 50 and the 200, we're looking for crossovers in order to determine the direction that we want to trade. Here we have a cross up. So we've got that golden cross. This is a golden cross right here. So this crossover to the upside, this is the golden cross. What the golden cross is telling us is the longer term trend is now bullish. So we should be looking for buy opportunities. We're not looking for this as a signal. We're not going to trade the golden cross. We can't be entering a trade on this cross. And the reason is these moving averages are slow. And they're slow for a reason. We want them to be slow. But they are slow enough that they lag behind the more refined market movement. Now, if I throw the candles back on the chart, what we're seeing is during these crossovers, the market generally has moved away. In order for the market to pull these moving averages into a crossover, that market has to have made a move. And in an example, we'll take a look at all of these. Some of these are better than others, and some of them are technically tradable because of the location that they happen, but that's not what these are for. You don't want to automatically get into a trade because of a longer term moving average crossover. So if we zoom in on this one, is particularly nice because of this big market movement. Now we have this crossover right here. Now this is a death cross because we've got the smaller moving average crossing below that bigger moving average. We are not going to trade this. When this crossover happens, we don't get an alert that says get into a short position. What this is doing is telling us that the market is likely to trend down. So we should now at this point be looking for those sell opportunities. So what happens is if I draw this vertical line on the chart where this crossover happens, we get this really big push down. And taking a short position at the bottom of this market movement is risky. We don't know if there's going to be much more market movement in here. What we do know is because of the price's distance from the moving averages, we are overextended. We are oversold, and the market will need this retracement in order to correct itself. So we're not looking for a sell position yet. We're looking for that pullback, and then we're looking for that sell position. And if we're looking at a crossover to the upside, so we're looking at this section in here. Now we've got a market move up. So we have this cross up in here. This is a golden cross. The 50 is above the 200. And what we see is at the time of this cross, we have the market in this section overextended. We are away from those moving averages, and we have been away from those moving averages for a little while. So we're not looking for an opportunity to buy just yet. We don't want to be placing a buy order in this. We're looking for the market to pull back, and then we're looking for that buy order. We're looking for the opportunity to go long because that golden cross has said that the trend is now up, and we are looking for those buy opportunities. And the death cross, again, is just the opposite. We're looking for the opportunities to sell. Now I'm going to add that 13 SMA back to the chart. And we're going to take a look at those crossovers as well. Now, let's get rid of the 200. So we're just going to focus on two moving averages. When we get the cross unders and the crossovers, we're going to see that often the market has moved away from those moving averages by the time we get those crosses. So let's take a look at a couple. Every once in a while, you're going to find these crossovers happen very conveniently where the price has not moved away, and we're going to find some nice opportunities with those crossovers and cross unders. But at the same time, we want to be using our analytical brains for this. Now, if we take a look at, we've got a nice clear one. All right, so we've got a couple of good ones. Well, we've got a nice one here. Now, this is one where we do get an opportunity essentially at that crossover. So we have this golden cross at this point. Now, these moving averages, they are considered medium-term moving averages. But you see what happens just before this crossover. The price has moved away from those averages, and getting into a trade when the price is away and overextended like this, for a day trader especially, becomes exceedingly dangerous. Now, in this instance, we do get the pullback. The pullback is what we're looking for, and this pullback does happen to coincide with this crossover. So at this point, we could be looking for a buy trade because we've got that movement up. The golden cross happens, that crossover to the upside, and then we get that pullback into those averages, showing us that we could be looking for a bit of a move upwards. Now, if we look for something to the downside, we look at this one, for example, we've got this crossover to the downside, and we would not want to be selling here. We don't want to be looking for a short trade on this one. We get this big push down, and that is the movement that pulls those moving averages into the order they are. We've got that 13 crossing below the 50, and this is not the area or the time you want to be selling. We want to be looking for the pullback into those averages, and then we're going to look to sell. Now, we don't get that opportunity in here. We don't get a signal. We don't get any kind of candle pattern. Nothing gives us an opportunity to sell. And then what happens is we get the crossover again, this golden cross. Now we're looking for opportunities to buy. And in here, we get a few really nice opportunities to go long. So if I'm looking at something else, this is one where we don't get a big market move away yet. We get this pullback, and we're just starting to leave these moving averages as we get that death cross. That death cross is showing us that the trend now is likely to go down. We have this pullback in here. This area is pretty good for a sell trade, but it's not the crossover that we're trading. We're trading this market move up, this move back into the trending direction now, because as this crossover happened, the trend is down. So we've got this big move down, a smaller move up, and we're on the way back down. We get this white candle. We'd be shorting underneath this white candle because we have not moved away from these moving averages. And then finally, we get this big push down, and then we get the move back in. And again, we've got this death cross right here. So we're looking for those shorting opportunities. Again, we get one in here, nice short. Here we got the golden cross to the upside. So we're looking for buy opportunities. Now, if I add all those indicators together, we can combine them. So let's just zoom out a little bit. And with these different moving averages, now that I've added the 200, the golden cross and the death cross are going to relate more to the 50 and the 200. That is going to be the long-term trend. The long-term trend is the one that stays intact the longest. So what we're looking for now are shorting opportunities once the 50 crosses below the 200. We're looking for those shorts, and this about as picture perfect as it gets. So we get that nice shorting opportunity, and then from here, we're looking for that pullback. We've got the moving averages separated. That's a different topic, so we wouldn't be looking for shorts in here. But we do get that death cross telling us that the shorts are the ones that we're looking for. Now, again, we get that golden cross right in here, and this 50 stays above the 200 all the way up into here. So we're looking for those buy opportunities because of this golden cross. So we're looking for a trend direction with the golden cross and the death cross. Don't be placing a trade at those crossovers unless you have a different reason to do it. It's not the crossover itself that signals a trade. It's something else. And as we've seen, we can see that there's a pullback into those averages at the time of the crossover. That's fine, but it's not the crossover itself that we're looking to trade.